Of course, he's an NFL insider and has been doing so for some 4 decades now. Ed, you know that I have long admired you and the way you go about your work. We are absolutely thrilled to have you on the team.
Well, it's my honor, and I'm going to celebrate the occasion by getting you a pocket square because you definitely need it.
I like it. See, there we go already. Listen, we're off and running. We got a lot to talk about, and we got to start with, the thing that everyone's talking about, Dak Prescott's contract, still not done yet. Dak says he's comfortable if it doesn't get done, and if he doesn't end up playing with the Cowboys next year. He spoke to the media again today, and I'm curious about your biggest takeaways from what Dak said today, Ed.
Well, the first thing I think was the tone. He seemed very engaging, outgoing, didn't seem irritated like we saw him a week ago when he said some things maybe for a purpose. So maybe that all reflects the fact that there's been some progress and maybe the negotiations are getting close. I thought it was also interesting that he said while he can compartmentalize, maybe everybody on the team doesn't have that same ability, and so there might be a benefit to everyone. And then he said something that compromises his position potentially with Jerry Jones when he said, hey, I'm not motivated by money. I want to be the next guy to win a championship here. That's what I'm playing for. And obviously you don't say that kind of thing if it's going to put you in a bad position.
No, you're right, Jerry. Like to hear that. No doubt about that. And listen, Dak Prescott has been the ultimate leader since he stepped in that locker room. It's obvious his teammates are squarely behind him. They had a lot of things to say today as well. What'd you think about that? What was your take on the teammate angle?
Well, CeeDee Lamb, who just got his new contract and held out to acquire it, talked about the fact that Dak's done a great job of just concentrating on football and not bringing his negotiations into the workplace, as he said. But Lamb also said, hey, I could see it eventually taking a toll on him, so we need to get this done and go win ball games, and he can't do it by himself. And then both Zeke Elliott and Zach Martin mentioned that he's the most mentally tough guy in the room and he's fully focused on week 1 and beating the Browns. Interesting to note that all 3 of those guys in recent years held out to get what they deserve from Jerry Jones, a tack that Dak Prescott has so far avoided.
And listen, if the deal doesn't get done, the interesting part for me, Jerry Jones has not made it easy for Dak Prescott in terms of the way he's built this roster. Now, I don't think Dak is singing solo for his supper, but he doesn't have the biggest choir behind him. What's your take on that, Ed?
Yeah, there's no question that the fact that this didn't get done much earlier when the cap went up by 13 to 15 million more dollars than anybody budgeted for, and they still don't get a deal done with Dak Prescott here 72 hours before the start of the season, compromised him in free agency. It's the reason Jerry said, hey, he might have to do more with less this season. I talked to Troy Aikman today, and he can certainly see it from both points of view, but that's the point he made. He said, even if it gets done, you're going to question what could they have done to benefit their team and make it a better team, address their weaknesses, had this been done earlier on. I mean, 2 of the last 3 years, they've been the last team in football to sign an unrestricted free agent.
Listen, it's a story that we will be following right up to kickoff, and maybe after that when the Cowboys open up against the Browns on Sunday.